Black Swan and the shadow self, the light we fear to see. The shadow is not evil. It's the part of the self that we exile to stay loved, admired, safe. But in the dark corners of repression, energy gathers, waiting to dance. In the movie, The Black Swan, Nina's reflection becomes her first antagonist, not a villain, but a mirror of the self she's repressed. Her pursuit of perfection is the brain's prefrontal control network, tightening against instinct, trying to silence emotion in the name of order and perfection. It's the moment the mind turns against itself. Carl Jung called it the shadow. Neuroscientists might call it suppression circuitry, the prefrontal filters that try to quiet the amygdala's alarm. We call it control, but what we really mean is fear. When Nina's reflection moves after she does, it's not madness. It's the unconscious taking form. Neuroscience might call it a misfire in self-image mapping. Jung would say the shadow is revealing itself. When we deny the shadow, it doesn't vanish. It leaks it through anxiety, projection, or sudden bursts of anger that seem to come from nowhere. The more we repress, the stronger the limbic surge when control begins to slip. The brain's delicate balance between the default mode network, where imagination lives, and the executive network, where control resides, starts to fracture. The shadow often appears wearing someone else's face. To Nina, it's Lily, the embodiment of everything: freedom, instinct, sensuality. Jung called this projection. What we condemn in others is often what we cannot yet see in ourselves. Neuroscience mirrors this too. When the amygdala perceives threat, the mind externalizes what it fears. But beneath the alarm, what fires isn't hatred, it's longing. The moment Nina lets go, the borders between control and surrender blur. Dopamine surges. The prefrontal light dims. The body takes over, dancing the shadow awake. Illumination is not an escape from darkness. It is light shining through it. For Nina, it becomes both the white and black swan. Her movement unites control and surrender, discipline and instinct, mind and body. Neuroscientists might call this integration, limbic emotions synchronized with prefrontal awareness. Jung would call it individuation, the psyche's sacred symmetry, control and chaos moving as one current. This is individuation made visible. Emotion and awareness in perfect rhythm. And when Nina whispers, "I felt it," perfect, it isn't triumph, it's surrender. The illusion of purity shatters, and what's left is the whole self, light and dark, body and mind, finally dancing together. To illuminate the shadow isn't to fix it, it's to listen. 3 small practices can begin the dance. First, watch your reactions like mirrors. Notice the people or moments that spark irritation, envy, or judgment. Each emotion points to something unseen within. Ask gently, what part of me is this showing? The shadow often hides behind the faces we resist. Every trigger is a messenger. Emotion's way of saying, there's something here that wants your love. Instead of turning away, turn toward it with curiosity. Awareness transforms reaction into reflection. The mirror becomes a doorway instead of a wall. Second, give the shadow a language. Write or speak from the voice you usually silence. Silence the one that feels jealous, afraid, or wild. When emotion finds words, awareness begins to rewire. To name a feeling is to offer it form, to translate sensation into meaning. You don't need to explain it, just let it speak, raw and unpolished. Language is the bridge between the body and the soul, each sentence a small act of integration. This is how chaos learns to speak in calm, and how pain begins to lose its anonymity. Third, practice creative alchemy. Move, paint, breathe, or dance your emotions. Turn energy into expression. This is how darkness becomes light, not by denial, but by creation. Shadow energy is potent. What we repress becomes our untapped vitality. When you give it motion or color, it transforms from pressure into power. Creation doesn't erase the shadow, it lets it breathe. Each act of expression is an act of forgiveness, proof that even darkness can be beautiful when it's allowed to move. These are the small gestures of integration, ways to live the truth Nina danced. The white swan is not innocence. She is awareness reborn from shadow. When we turn toward the darkness within, we do not destroy it. We learn to see by its light. One does not become enlightened by imagining figures of light, but by making the darkness conscious. The shadow is not a flaw. It's your invitation to dance with what you've denied and discover the grace that waits beneath control. What part of yourself have you kept in the dark? And what might happen if you let it dance?